Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Here's What I Think with your host, Charles Tabansi, where we discuss everything from current events, economics, politics, and how it all relates to business and life. And today we have a very serious show that we want to touch on today. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. And it's a story, or rather it's a conversation that I've been following now for the past few months, just from the sideline. And I've been kind of watching, various sides go back and forth on various issues, right? And over the last, let me say a few years now, this term became popularized, which is called FBAs. Now, growing up, I never heard of this term, right? I grew up, I was born in DC, born in Maryland, excuse me. Spent a little bit of time in West Africa. I'm a first generation American, although my father never lived in the States or anything like that. Then moved back, stayed in the Bronx, went to school in Bronx, Manhattan, and all of that, right? So when I got back and I moved back to the States, where I was originally born, I went to school with a lot of different people, especially growing up in New York. You go to school with a lot of Hispanics, a lot of blacks, and all of that. Then we got to high school. And when I got to high school, you're kids, right? You're kids. And kids, their learned behaviors that you have at home that you can now take out there and then, express them. But growing up, I just made friends with whoever I got along with, right? And I had a group of friends in high school. I can say some of their names: Andrew, Nigel, Jethro, right? Now, all of these guys are black to me. But if we kind of fast forward today and we now classify them according to these new definitions that are being put out, Andrew Smith, y'all can look him up. I'm not putting him on blast. Andrew Smith is who you would describe as a FBA. By his last name, you can figure it out. Nigel was from Trinidad. Jethro was from Haiti. But these are all, I just saw them as black dudes, right? And we all got along swell. But as time has gone on, and I'm following this debate here, and various people like Tariq Nasheed and others, you're beginning to see that lines are being drawn in the sand, right? Lines are being drawn where people are saying, okay, we're foundational black. You're not. They're not saying you're black. They're saying that you're not FBA, meaning you're not from the American lineage through slavery or whatever it is. And there's a lot of provincialism and demarcation taking place. And I personally believe that this is going to have a devastating impact on FBAs and other ethnic groups alike, because I don't think that this is anything that is positive when you're devoting a lot of your time to fighting. Right? Fighting doesn't create any resolutions, any results, except if you're fighting for a particular cause. In this case, there is no cause. It's just an argument over identity. And I really want to unpack this show because I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on it. I'm going to give you guys my candid opinions. People will feel how they want to feel. But one thing I'm not going to do is sit up here and twerk it up and pander. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I view this issue. So let's unpack this issue together. So what I'm noticing is that online, you have this kind of debates that go on between FBAs and this group and that group and this group. And as I'm sitting back watching all of this, I'm saying to myself, what is going on here? Like, what is going on? What's the reason for all of this? Now, to address the vantage point of the FBAs, because one wouldn't consider me an FBA, there's this big debate about, like, for instance, the Fat Joe who created hip hop and all of that. Look, I understand where FBAs are coming from the standpoint they have been mistreated by this country for a very long time, right? Hundreds of years. So I can understand them feeling a sense of, or getting defensive when they feel like someone is trying to encroach upon something that they have when so many things have been taken away from them. So whenever we have this argument about who started hip hop, FBAs flare up and they get quite defensive about it. And to me, I don't see the issue with it, in the sense that if FBAs are saying that they created hip hop, I don't see the reason to fight over it. Really. This is just my stand. This is just my position on it. if they believe that, and I believe it too, then why argue over this? What are we gaining by arguing over this, right? The bigger question is, and the more important question is, it's not necessarily who started hip hop. It's more importantly who owns. The more important question is who owns hip hop. It's tantamount to sitting there looking at a company like JP Morgan and saying, well, my family started JP Morgan. Yeah, that's fantastic. The question is, who runs it now? Does anybody in the family lineage run JP Morgan? This is the operative question, but people want to make this big argument about it, and I don't think that this should be a point of contention. If FBAs are saying that they created hip hop, why are we fighting over this? If they say they did, they did. What's the big issue about it? Now, I don't think they're saying that other groups didn't contribute to it. They didn't say that, because that wouldn't be true. Other groups did contribute to it over time. But to say that they didn't create it, I don't understand this argument. That's one part of it. So I don't get that part, and I don't understand why people are fighting over this. That's the first part. The second part is this. The infighting. Okay. I'm a results kind of person. You seldom see me talk about things that are not centered on ideas, trying to build things, go after commerce and revenue and all. If we're not talking about making money and building things, why are we talking? Like, honestly, why are we talking? As I said, my father's Nigerian. He's from the Igbo tribe, and Igbos are very business-oriented people, entrepreneurial people. So I don't understand why we're spending all of this time fighting when we could be getting money together. But there seems to be a divide now, where some people are saying, you stay on this side, I stay on that side. Now, the question is, why are we doing this? Is this productive? Is it productive? Is it productive to shut off and siphon off other groups of people when you're going after your goals? Is it? Let me ask you a question. Let's say you wanted to build the best hotels in the United States. Okay, and you're the best builders, but you find out that you're not good in building, designing interior design and building furniture. You find out that some of the best firms in the world are based in Italy. Are you telling me you're not going to work with any Italian brands because they're not from the States, or they're not FBA, or they're not Nigerian? Are you going to tell me then you're not serious about business? You're not. You're provincial. You're provincial, and you'll never go anywhere if you're not willing to collaborate with people. So the question is, why the need for the fighting? Now, I know that there's some people who are going to be watching this. Oh, what's the word that Tariq Nasheed, and here's the reason why I don't like Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is spending all his time talking about division. Some people like him. That's your bloody business. Tariq Nasheed don't do a damn thing for me. Some people like him, but it's all about division. I've heard a lot of his debates, rooms and all of this stuff. Tariq Nasheed is wild disrespectful, son. That dude is wild disrespectful. He be talking hella spicy on that microphone. And I'm not saying he the only one, but he be talking hella spicy. I don't understand what the reason is for all of that spicy talk. I really don't understand it. Some be wild disrespect. You can't be as disrespectful as a person as Tariq Nasheed is, but then talk about you want respect. If you want respect to people, you got to give it. Now, there's another aspect to this which people feel is, oh, there's fighting. There, for instance, Africans feel a type of way about Americans, Black Americans, and they feel this type of way. And then there's other groups saying Black Americans feel this type of way about Black Americans, and all, and there's this back and forth kind of thing going on. And I want to distill that because I have a unique experience, because I grew up in the United States and I was made fun of because I'm African. But I've also heard the other side of it, and I want to unpack this part quickly. I want to unpack it. Let's get into this aspect of it. So I've been made fun of growing up. Oh, you African booty scratcher, and this and this and this and this. I've even had it. I've heard it by other groups. I've heard about Black America. But the point is, I didn't take it to heart. It didn't define me. I didn't grow up thinking, oh man, because I was made fun of, that means all Black America. This happened to me in junior high a lot, but it didn't define me. I didn't go around now generalizing, oh, all Black America. I never thought about it. Do African kids get made fun of in the United States? Yes, they do. Do African people say certain things about Black Americans? Of course they do. But to me, it's like, I'm not one of them. Why are you trying to be one of them? Are you gonna curtail the behavior of every single group out there? Of course you're not going to. But to use this as a catalyst to now dig in and say, you know what, this group of people feel, I think is wrong and it's counterproductive, and you're harboring hate. Because I could then turn around and say, man, I hate FBA. But I don't feel that at all. I don't feel any hate towards nobody. Nobody. I don't feel any hatred towards no group of people. None walking the earth. I don't feel inferior to any group of people walking the earth. It's called having self-confidence. If you have self-confidence in who you are, how would you let these people's words define you on either side? Now, are there people, and funny enough, I've been around Africans, I've been around FBAs. Whenever they want to get into that stuff, I said, you're not going to have that conversation around me. Africans, I don't want to have it. I don't want to be a part of it because I don't want to vibrate at that level. That's a very, very primitive level to vibrate at. And I just don't believe it's productive whatsoever. Right. So to me, I think that this thing is ultimately counterproductive. And I want to speak to one final part about this. Is something I don't like. I've noticed that the new thing now is to go after immigrants. The immigrants, I've noticed that a lot of blacks, whether they're Black American, Black African, whatever the hell you want to call them, living in America, I don't know, however you want to define it. Doesn't matter. I've noticed that the new group to punch down on is the immigrants. It's almost as if blacks feel like, well, the whites punched down on us and it's now our turn to punch down on the next group. I've also heard this thing of, oh, you're going to get deported and you're going to get deported. How are you going to, like, this to me is disgusting. Somebody going to feel a type of way watching this video. I don't care. This channel don't make me no money, no way. So ain't no canceling me on this channel. And I didn't come on YouTube begging for money anyway. So I'm not up here begging. What I'm saying is I don't like that. I don't like it. Why are you telling people, oh, because you're going to get deported? Why would you say something like that? What is wrong with you? What makes you different from the races that you talk about? I don't understand it. What would make you different from the racists that want to deport all of these people and all of that stuff? What separates you then when you're talking just like them? If you're born in the United States, you're an American, period, end of story. If you're born in the United States, you are an American. And you can't change that regardless of whatever you feel. You're born there, you're an American. Period. I had somebody come on the channel the other day and say to me, like, it's almost like as if now you got these dudes running around trying to like check dudes. Like somebody came into the comments was like, yo, where your family from? It was a black dude. I was like, I was like, what is? I'm like, Earth. He go, where your family from? I almost said, who the hell is you to be asking me this question? And another one said to me, oh man, you need to be happy because this and this and this, you made the money off of the what happened in the United States. Look, in my entire family, not a single person made a nickel of their money in the United States. My father is a multimillionaire. He didn't work a single minute in the United States. Not 1 second. I have so many uncles that are millionaires. They didn't earn a single penny they earned all of their money in Africa. So nobody came to America begging and all that. You're not going to use that. But my question is, why are we having this divisive conversation? Why aren't we collaborating and building things? Why are we fighting? What is the purpose of all of this fighting? Haven't you ever heard the statement, small minds, big minds discuss ideas, average mind discuss people, and small minds discuss things? Where is the enterprise in all of this? Instead of us here saying, oh, you're from there and this group is from there, why don't we get together and have some enterprise? I don't view people that way. Oh, he FBA or he African. There are people like that. I'm not one of them. I rock out with whoever I rock out. And I'm not checking to see whether or not you from FBA and all of that, or you African. I don't care. You're limiting yourself in this world. Why are you limiting yourself by saying, oh, I'm only going to mess with this group and that group can stay over there? What if that group has the thing that you're looking for? What if you need the thing that you need to take your business idea to the next level? That group has it, but I'm not going to work with them because they're over there. Please. Enough with the hate. I think anybody promoting hate and division stands to gain something. This is what I personally believe. I think that instead of sitting here looking for ways to fight with one another, let's look for ways to actually grow together. Now, some people will say, man, you stay over there. Then those people are going to vibrate where they at. But I know when I go outside and I meet people with a positive energy. And growing up, we never talked about this. Growing up in New York, we never had these conversations. Not ever. Not even one time We never had these conversations, ever. If you're an open-minded person, you don't harbor such feelings towards other people. You just don't. I don't think there should be any reason for FBAs and all these other groups of people to be fighting. I really don't think so. Now, I know some people are against all black people around the world. Whatever, have it. I don't care one way or the other. But the fighting and all of this, I just don't think it's positive. I think this energy should be directed towards something positive and building things. And if I'm in the United States and I see a great business opportunity and it's a black dude, Tim Johnson or whatever his name is, or Tim Jones or whatever his name is, and I rock out with him, I'm rolling with him. Or if it's an African dude, I'm rolling with him. Or if it's this dude or that, I'm rolling with him. I'm not racist. I'm not provincial. I'm not xenophobic. I'm not none of those things. I have an open mind and I don't let those things limit me. And I think a lot of you guys should let go of it because it's not really going to take you anywhere in this world. You're going to be having this conversation 5 years from now. You look up and look down and realize you haven't accomplished a damn thing. These are just my thoughts. Whoever feels away, feels away. But I got to give you guys my candid opinions, and I can't be up here twerking and hiding and pandering to groups. These are my thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback on this. People are going to unsubscribe. That's their bloody business. But people also subscribe as well. At least you guys know what I think, and I'm not up here pandering. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show, and I'm out.